time these two men met, they called it the match of the year. And now to kick off ArRIVAL, Cesaro versus Sami Zayn, I can't think of a better way.
Zayn, oh, he got caught by Cesaro. An unbelievable match here to kick off NXT ArRIVAL in what was billed as the final chapter. Cesaro gets the win over Sami Zayn. An unbelievable match here for the NXT Women's Championship. Powerbomb from Emma. Look at the power of Paige. The first ever Paige retaining her title here tonight. No disqualifications, no countouts in this ladder match. Only way to win, climb that 8-foot ladder and grab the NXT title. Adrian climbing that ladder. It's a race to the top of the ladder. Yes, yes, Neville's got it. Adrian's got the title.
Adrian Neville, they say, is the man that gravity forgot. But after what we saw tonight, these people certainly know your name. The WWE Universe out there certainly knows your name, and I certainly know your name. Congratulations on being the NXT champ and your victory here at NXT ArRIVAL. I look forward to seeing you against me in action soon.
Welcome to NXT here on the WWE Network.
Already in the ring from Juarez, Mexico, weighing 250 pounds, Camacho.
Last week at NXT ArRIVAL, Adrian Neville defeated Bo Dallas to become NXT champion in the first ever NXT ladder match.
What an incredible match it was. I'm so proud of this young man. He's representing everybody here in NXT, and he's representing his fellow countrymen, me being one of them, England.
And don't forget, after that win, who came out and supported Adrian Neville in becoming new NXT champion?
That's right, John Cena,
Yes.
WWE superstar, and Triple H as well, the COO.
There's no better endorsement than having John Cena shake your hand and offer his respect.
Talking about shaking hands.
Yeah, right now Camacho not showing a whole lot of respect to the new champion.
Oh, what, do you expect him to?
I can't say that I'm surprised that Adrian Neville's out here
Can
ready to fight.
Can I just point something out there? Adrian Neville, as much as I like him, he has to realize now he's got no friends as a champion. He can't be offering his hand in friendship to anybody.
Oh, crossbody!
Every single person in the NXT locker room is after Adrian Neville, whether he likes it or not.
That's a key point right there. You become the hunter, pursuing the championship, but once you become champion, you become the hunted.
A big target on the back of Adrian Neville, winning perhaps the biggest match in the history of NXT at NXT ArRIVAL live here on the WWE Network.
This is gonna. You have to wonder though. He's had some time to digest this incredible win that he had. Do you know Byron? Because you have all the inside scoops here. How is he reacting to this? I haven't had chance to talk to him this week.
Adrian Neville, we understand Dodgers have said Neville obviously clear to compete here tonight, healthy enough, but there's no way that Adrian Neville can be 110% after that brutal match just 1 week ago.
Every single person is gunning for him. And it's a huge burden to have, isn't it?
Well, look at Camacho here.
Can you imagine? What an incredible night it would be for Camacho if he could beat the NXT champion.
Well, Camacho's got a bone to pick, and it's simple as this. Camacho would have loved to have been on NXT ArRIVAL. Camacho would have loved to have been competing for the NXT Championship.
Oh, man. Spine first into the mat goes the NXT champion. The cover from Camacho and a kick out.
I've noticed a lot of envy in people's eyes today as I've been walking around with the other NXT competitors. You can see that some of them are smiling, but some of them have a bit of a reptile smile to them.
William, what kind of advice would you give to Adrian Neville now that he's the NXT champion?
Stay focused, stay in condition, which we don't have to question, and keep your mind on the game.
He's keeping his mind on the game so far against Camacho.
Oh, drop kick to the head.
He also has to watch out for everybody he thought was a friend, because they're not anymore.
Oh, missile drop kick off the top rope.
Uh-oh.
We saw this last week at ArRIVAL. Bo Dallas was laid out on a steel ladder.
This is where Neville's at home.
Lift off. Oh, red arrow.
Here is your winner, Adrian Neville.
A great win for the new NXT champion, Adrian Neville, because Camacho is a serious competitor. A great night for him.
You almost feel like Adrian Neville has a new lease on confidence after conquering the ladder match, winning the NXT Championship. He almost feels unstoppable.
Last week at ArRIVAL, Adrian Neville knocked off the longest reigning NXT champion of all time. Let's take a look back at this match.
Watch this, Adrian Neville. Solid impact on Camacho.
And then probably the way that he won the championship, the red arrow, it set him up at ArRIVAL, and tonight it sets him up for the win over Camacho.
Adrian, congratulations. You are a new NXT champion. Now, with a victory last week over Bo Dallas in a ladder match, no less. Describe what that was like.
Renee, how do I describe what that was like? It's indescribable, Renee. You see, I've been doing this for 10 years, and I've been lucky enough to travel the world doing what I love. But last week was something else. Last week was a pivotal moment in my career. And it was the most amazing night of my life. However, the most important thing about last week is this on my shoulder. You see, this, Renee, is validation. This is a message. It's a message to everyone and anyone. And that message is anything is possible. Take one look at me. Just one look, take a look. I'm not your prototypical champion. I'm not the biggest guy. Let's be honest, I look like some crazy elf man. I'm from a small town in the northeast of England that nobody's ever heard of. And the accent. I mean, be honest with me. Can you even understand what I'm saying?
A little bit.
It's a struggle, right? I'll be honest, sometimes I even struggle to understand myself. However, whilst you can question how I talk, or you can question how I look, one thing you can never question is what I do in here. You see this right here, the NXT Championship, this is proof that I am the very best in this ring. Actually, no. The best thing about last week is that there is no more Bo. No more Bo.
Guess again.
The former NXT champion and the man that Adrian Neville defeated last week at ArRIVAL, Bo Dallas.
I'm sure Bo's reeling just as much as Neville was from that ladder match.
Adrian, I've been thinking about our match all week. And I only have one thing to say to you. Congratulations. You have done something that no man on earth could do. You defeated me. And I've always taught my Bo leaders to be good sports. But you didn't pin me. You climbed up a ladder like a dad cleaning out his gutters. And I hope you've taken plenty of photos with you in that title and sent them back home to your friends and family in England. Because I'm cashing in my rematch clause soon. And I'm bringing that title home for all of my Bo leavers. Hey, Neville, it's Bo time.
The NXT champion Adrian Neville has a lot on his mind here with Bo Dallas still lurking here in the NXT arena. Bo Dallas laying down the challenge to the new champ. Right now we want to take you to a backstage interview from last week at NXT ArRIVAL where our own Renee Young had a chance to catch up with Emma after her title match with Paige.
Emma, a bit of an unfortunate night for you tonight, suffering a loss, challenging for the Women's Championship with Paige. What's going through your head now?
It's a little disappointing. Turns out Paige is tougher than anyone you've ever faced, anyone I've ever faced. Paige deserves to be the champion. Tonight, I earned her respect at least, and I guess we're friends after all. So I can move on. I've had my match, and I know that one day I'll be a champion in the WWE. The Evolution.
Hey, Emma, my little darling, how are you?
Good.
Who are you to determine who's tough? You had a great match tonight, and you fought as if you were the champion. But let me explain something to you. As you look down the road of the future, you and Paige are both going to have to understand that the next woman's NXT champion is going to be my lovely daughter, Charlotte.
I am so sorry, Emma. I mean, I hate losing. You must be devastated. And to lose twice? You have my number, though, right? Call me if you need a shoulder to cry on. If you want to have, just a girl's lunch. I'm here for you if you need me. Are you listening to me at all? Are you in there?
Yeah. You cracked her. Oh, God. Once you get them here, they're finished. That was great. Woo! That was awesome.
The daughter of WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair has crossed paths with one of the rising divas in WWE. After confronting Emma last week at NXT ArRIVAL, Charlotte must go one-on-one with the leader of the Evolution next.
Baby, let's celebrate. Rock the whole night.
Paige, how do you feel? You retained your championship tonight against Emma in a much anticipated match. How do you feel now in hindsight?
Well, there was no doubt in my mind that I wasn't going to win. But Emma gave me one hell of a fight. And not only do I respect her now, but I actually class her as my friend. But after that match, I would like to welcome all challengers. Very easy now.
Well, that's good news, young lady. How are you?
I'm great.
You have come light years, and you are actually, in my estimation, which is big time in this business, awesome.
Thank you.
A great champion. But I'm glad you didn't throw the word rematch out there, because you have someone to look forward to in the very near future. And that is my daughter, Charlotte.
Congratulations, Paige. You truly are the diva of tomorrow. But I'm Charlotte.
I know who you are, Charlotte.
You have no clue who I am, Paige. So let me officially introduce myself. I am the diva who's going to take that women's championship from you.
Well, some strong words there from the daughter of the Nature Boy, Charlotte, to the NXT Women's Champion Paige right after NXT ArRIVAL. Welcome back to NXT Inside Full Sail University. I'm Tom Phillips with Mr. William Regal, Byron Saxon, and Renee Young joining us from the NXT ArRIVAL pre-show.
Hello,
that was a
everybody.
Great pre-show.
Hello, Renee.
Hi, Mr. Regal.
My little
There you
turtle
go.
dove.
There you
Great
go.
to see you.
Okay. We're set for Divas action here on NXT.
This is a Divas match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Melbourne, Australia, Emma.
Come on, Tom. Get up and dance.
I'm okay.
Will you sit
Want me to dance
down?
with you?
Oh, not you too, Renee.
There we go, Renee.
You're damn right I'm going to get into
You're
this.
going to poke someone's eye out.
The evolution is something I want to be a part of.
Well, guys, it was last week at ArRIVAL that Emma had a fantastic match, one-on-one against Paige, her rematch for the NXT Women's Championship. And Paige still retaining her NXT Women's Championship, but William Regal, what a match.
Incredible match. Sometimes standards are set, and we saw a standard set for the Divas division here in NXT.
So Emma looking to regroup here and move forward on NXT. She's made quite the impact on Raw and SmackDown and still here competing hard on NXT.
You know, she made a great impact on Raw and SmackDown. Looks like she's ready to get the gears back in motion tonight.
Her opponent, accompanied by Sasha Banks from the Queen City, Charlotte.
The beautiful, fierce females, the BFFs, well represented here. And look,
Summer's here too.
Whoa!
So Charlotte, the daughter of Ric Flair, was actually at ringside last week at ArRIVAL with her father, the Hall of Famer, Ric Flair. And you can see Sasha Banks carrying that little picture of Summer Rae to the ring.
A little bit of inspiration.
And Charlotte has called herself the Flair of NXT. Sasha Banks refers to herself as the boss of NXT. Renee, you know these girls very well.
I do know both very well, and I actually believe that Charlotte is the dirtiest diva in the game.
Oh, goodness.
That's actually a compliment.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Is it?
You're the
Must run in the family.
dirtiest player in the game. Look,
I suppose.
here's an important point to bring up. Last week, when we saw Charlotte in the crowd with her father, that wasn't by coincidence. She was able to be there firsthand and scout Emma, scout Paige, and pick her point of opportunity. And this is her point of opportunity now against Emma.
See, it kind of seems to me like maybe she's riding her father's coattails, and I don't know if that's really an admirable quality.
Why not? I hate to disagree with you, my dear, but why not?
Because I think that she should carve out her own niche here.
Listen, however you need to be successful, that's the road you take.
I have to agree with you, Byron.
Thank you, William.
Taking the easy road there, hey, Byron? Classic you.
Charlotte looking to take control here early in this match against the former #1 contender to the NXT Women's Championship, and it was really a star-studded night at ArRIVAL. And Renee, you were right there firsthand with Paul Heyman, Kevin Nash, Bret the Hitman Hart.
I was there with them. I was honored to be a part of that panel with those gentlemen. And also at the end of NXT ArRIVAL, I got an opportunity to interview all of the superstars after their matches, including Emma and Paige after their match, which Charlotte and Ric Flair were a part of. And I got to see that nasty streak of Charlotte up close and personal.
Apparently it's all about you, Renee, right?
Well, I was tossed my way, and I'm just, you know.
A beautifully applied wrist lock here by Emma. She's taken complete control of Charlotte. A lot of people don't understand how painful a wrist lock can be. You know, if I can show you, Tom, I can put you down on the floor with one finger.
Do it to Byron.
Please, touch me. Yeah, I kind of wonder where Emma's emotions are at. You know, we know that she invested so much time.
Both shoulders down on Charlotte and a kick out.
So much time and preparation into that match with Paige. Where is she now? 1 week later, not able to capture the NXT Women's Championship. How does she refocus on Charlotte?
It seems to me like Emma can readjust very quickly. I mean, we got to see her be... She was very emotional in her interview with Natalya before her match, and it seems that she's...
Whoa. Looking for the win right here is Emma, and another kick out from Charlotte.
She's regrouped and looking to get back into that top spot.
Well, Renee, we understand that Charlotte's been palling around with the resident mean girls of NXT for quite some time. It looks like she tweaked that ankle on the way down. Emma looking to capitalize. Hook to the leg and a kick out. Well, Sasha Banks looking on. The referee checking on Charlotte.
Well, she's okay.
Obviously, Sasha Banks concerned for her friend Charlotte. And Whoa! Face first into the mat goes Emma.
Well, she got me on that one.
Charlotte with the cover, and she's going to steal the victory.
If you don't call her the dirtiest diva in the game after that, I don't know what you call her.
Well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it, Grady?
It doesn't matter. She just beat Emma. Yes. Charlotte just pinned Emma.
A win is a win.
Well, let's take a look back at this Divas match. First, we thought Charlotte was injured here, coming off the top rope. Byron, this looked nasty.
It looks like a masterful strategy to me.
She's a good actress, I'll give her that.
It looked like she may have really injured her ankle, and then the distraction here from Sasha Banks. It looks like the joke was on Emma.
Watch this agility by Charlotte. Look at that, nipping up and catching Emma off guard.
That allowed Charlotte to pick up the victory over Emma here tonight on NXT. Well, right now we want to take you to a special backstage interview from last week at NXT ArRIVAL, where Sami Zayn talked to Renee Young after his match with Cesaro.
How are you feeling after this match? And we've been waiting to see you and Cesaro in the ring together again. How do you feel now?
Yeah, it's a pretty wide range of emotions, actually. I really don't know how to answer that.
Okay, well, maybe you can tell us, there was that exchange between you and Cesaro in the ring after his victory over you. Can you tell us what he said to you?
Yeah, actually, Renee, that's it's kind of personal. That's really between Cesaro and myself. All I can tell you is I got what I wanted out of that match.
Great. Thank you very much.
Still a lot more to come tonight on NXT. Coming up next, the WWE Network debut of Cory Graves. Graves goes one-on-one with Yoshitatsu next.
I will give you a show like you have never, ever seen before. Why? Because I can. The boyhood dream, Mr. WrestleMania, has come true, has arrived. Michaels from high above.
Everybody wants to be number one, and there can only be one. I knew nobody could touch me.
Who is the show stopper? Me. Who is the main event? Me.
I didn't work than anybody else. Just tore the house down.
The man whose name is synonymous with WrestleMania.
Undertaker, People said we had the greatest match in WrestleMania history.
My God, can you believe this man?
I have never been outperformed on the grandest stage of them all, and I never will. I am Mr. WrestleMania.
Welcome back to NXT. Yoshitatsu set for action here in the NXT arena.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Japan, weighing 220 pounds, Yoshitatsu.
It's good to see Yoshitatsu back in the NXT
Oh yes,
ring.
it's always good, yes. Full of fighting spirit, young Yoshi.
His opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 202 pounds, Cory Graves.
The highly anticipated WWE Network debut of Cory Graves, a former NXT Tag Team Champion.
There's just an aura about Cory Graves when you see him saunter down that ramp. He owns the moment and he owns the ring.
There's definitely something very sinister about Cory Graves.
Well, gentlemen, it was after Arrival that Cory Graves was extremely active on Tout. He said that he respected the NXT Champion Adrian Neville, but he told him to watch out. Cory Graves, it's constantly a bad attitude and bad intentions.
Now, before we get this started, there's something I need to get off my chest. In the event that this is the first time you're watching NXT on the WWE Network, allow me to introduce myself. They call me Graves. Now, I wouldn't have to come out here and introduce myself had I been invited to compete at NXT ArRIVAL like I should have been. Instead, I'm forced to come out here and compete with a guy who still thinks he can be a WWE superstar. But more importantly than that, there's something else that's been bothering me. It's been sticking in my brain, it's been eating me alive. That one thing is Sami Zayn. All I've heard about is Sami Zayn and his rematch of the year with Cesaro. Let me ask you a question. When's the last time Sami Zayn actually won a match?
It's a good point.
I forgot, he's been injured for a while, but apparently all you need is heart. Apparently all you need is heart to get chance after chance after chance against a guy that you can't beat. But the fact is, I'd only need one shot. I would only need one chance in the center of this ring, and I would beat Cesaro. But instead I'm here with Yoshitatsu, who hasn't been relevant since, well, ever. So you know what? Let's just get this over with.
Graves ruffling some feathers, huh?
Obviously feels extremely slighted that he wasn't at NXT ArRIVAL.
Hey, he has every right to feel slighted. I mean, Cory Graves is on par with any other NXT superstar here. How would you feel if you were him?
But Cory Graves doesn't want to take Yoshitatsu lightly. Believe me, I've competed against Yoshitatsu. One kick and you're out. Knock your spark out.
Cory Graves seems to be taking his time.
On second thought, forget this.
All right, then.
Cory Graves isn't even going to try and compete?
Well, he said it. He's wasting his time with Yoshitatsu. Why put your body on the line?
That's a very good point, Byron. Yes, why?
The referee's begun his count. Now at 4. Has to the count of 10 to get back in the ring. Yoshitatsu, oh man! Yoshitatsu wanted to compete, but oh man!
Well, you're getting competition.
Well, I have to question
Graves sliding back into the ring.
I have to question Yoshitatsu's idea then. I would have just taken the count out. Maybe that's just me.
Now Yoshi is subject to a count out.
Cory Graves operates on Cory Graves' time.
Count at 5 on Tatsu. Cory Graves seems very pleased with himself. Count at 7.
That was an excellent ploy, wasn't it? I wish I'd have taken
Tatsu
that.
trying to climb back into the ring. 9. Can Tatsu get back into the ring? And Tatsu is counted out.
Your winner as a result of a countout, Cory Graves.
But Cory Graves, oh, hold on.
And now the onslaught begins. Didn't want to compete in the match, but he does want to send a message, I suppose, to Sami Zayn.
That's exactly what it is. He felt slighted. Cory Graves felt forgotten about. Now he's letting the entire NXT universe know that this is his moment.
And now Cory Graves, the submission specialist, locking in this maneuver he calls Lucky 13 in the middle of the ring, inflicting more damage on Yoshitatsu. Hold on a second. It's Sami Zayn!
Always be careful what you wish for.
This is what Graves wanted.
We've just seen what a great strategist Cory Graves is, though. Is Sami Zayn just playing into his trap here?
Well, you saw the smirk on the face of Cory Graves. Exactly. He wanted to goad Sami Zayn out here, get into his head, and as a byproduct, who are people going to talk about? Cory Graves.
Hey, Graves, man, I didn't know that we had a problem, but apparently we do. And hey, you're talking about opportunities. All you had to do was ask. And we don't need to wait. We do it right here tonight.
Sami Zayn laying down a challenge to Cory Graves. Will Graves accept? More on that story later, but right now we want to take you to the Adam Rose party that our own Devin Taylor attended last week. You gotta see this.
Excitement levels are high as we enter the launch party for Adam Rose. I wouldn't expect anything less from an Adam Rose party, but take a look at the cast of characters here now. It's a Roman gladiator. Adam! I know him. Adam. There you are, excuse me. This party's amazing, like always. Now everybody is so excited to hear about...
Watch this little guy. He's very exciting. Full of tricks. I don't think I could do that, but if I tried, maybe if I trained, I could probably do that.
Now everyone's so excited about your in-ring debut.
I am excited. Everything you know is about to change, Deb. Everything you know is about to change because Adam Rose is finally coming. This is going to be epic. This is going to be of Jurassic proportions.
Now, these people are called your Rose, but...
Steph, you're being boring. It's a party and you being boring. Let's go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's my song. That's my song. Could you cheer up? Just don't be a lemon, be a rosebud.
Well, that's it for your sneak peek on the Adam Rose launch party. The Exotic Express is coming your way. I'm Devin Taylor. Cheer, cheer.
Uh-oh. Oh, dear. The Bulgarian brute, Alexander Rusev. What does Rusev have in his mind? He's going right after both Breeze and Woods.
We have an unwelcome house guest.
Oh! Rusev has run roughshod through NXT.
He knows he can make an impact. He knows that every WWE superstar is watching tonight. He knows they're going to see him destroy these two opponents. He's making a statement.
Xavier, tonight you show up to NXT ArRIVAL anticipating a match with Tyler Breeze. However, Rusev came out and answered both of you. How do you feel now?
How do I feel? I feel like I just got kicked in by a monster. That's how I feel. Rusev, apparently you have a problem with me, you Ivan Drago-looking piece of garbage. So you might as well call me Creed, except the difference is I don't lose at the end of this movie. Next time we're here one-on-one, you and me.
Rusev and Lana, actually now that you're here, just earlier I actually spoke with Xavier Woods after you came out during his match with Tyler Breeze. He actually asked for a match with you. What's your reaction to that?
То глупак. Колко пъти трябва да го бия? 4, 5, 6. Няма никакво значение. Колкото и да ме предизвика, няма значение. Аз съм най-големия и съм супер атлет Александър Русев. Затова приемам.
Lana, if I could just get you to translate for us.
Rusev says he accepts.
Thank you both very much for your time.
The Bulgarian brute made a devastating statement, costing Xavier Woods at last week's NXT ArRIVAL. But now the challenge has been accepted as Alexander Rusev agrees to step in the ring with Xavier next week on NXT.
This is amazing!
This is great!
It's Adam Rose!
I love it! Ladies and gentlemen, the debut of Adam Rose, not without all the fanfare and pop we expected.
Wow.
He just makes me happy.
I have never been so excited for the debut of one human being in my entire life. Yeah, it was awesome.
So Adam Rose set to make his NXT debut here tonight against Wesley Blake, the San Antonio Cowboy.
A real cowboy?
He's a real cowboy.
Like Bradshaw?
Guys, get ready. This is the Adam Rose experience right before our very eyes.
Byron, we've seen all the vignettes and the videos. I mean, he looks like a party animal.
Of course.
Look at this. Whoa. Look at this.
What a wonderful display of agility.
Just having fun.
This guy, he is bigger than the Incredible Hulk, cooler than Prince. He's a trend-setting phenom.
Bigger than the Incredible Hulk.
Oh.
I mean, not literally, but you know what I mean.
What is he doing? Whoa.
This is a good
creative.
A stretching routine, help the blood flow.
This is a stretching routine.
Yes.
Ooh.
See, it works.
Oh. Looking for the cover on Blake and a kick out.
Oh. Remember, Adam Rose said everything we know is about to change. I think it's changing.
Very impressive arm drag by Adam Rose.
Are the party goers and the girls going to come back as well? Because if he does that every time, he seems awesome.
I may join the party.
I hope you would.
You're going to come off commentary one day. We're just going to see you in the back just dancing around.
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Whoa! Adam Rose seems to have just gone off on Wesley Blake.
Oh, here we go. Oh, nobody disrupts the Adam Rose experience.
He's a tough guy.
Of course he's tough. He's Adam Rose.
Rose. Oh! Beautiful spine buster.
Oh, he's feeling it. He's feeling it.
And getting Rose chants here from the NXT arena at Full Sail. Here we go. Boom! What a clothesline. The cover, and Adam Rose wins his debut. Yeah.
Adam Rose.
I am a fan of Adam Rose.
Let the party begin.
I'm a Rosebud. Woo! Do you mind? Do you mind if I try that?
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna try.
You might pull something. You better sit down.
How do we do it?
Well, you're making a fool of yourself, Tensai, once again.
I made a living of
nothing new. Adam, yeah! This guy's fun. Oh, yeah! The party! The party's here! The party! Here we go!
Byron, go be part of that party. Get going, Byron.
Out there! Oh, man.
Wow.
By order of NXT's general manager, JBL, Sami Zayn, fresh off his epic rematch at NXT ArRIVAL with Cesaro, will go one-on-one with the savior of misbehavior, Cory Graves, next on NXT.
He puts the mania in WrestleMania. He puts the fear in Fearless Warrior. He puts the in this all-new original movie.
Yikes! Run! Ghost!
A ferocious beast threatens the main event and the world's greatest superstars. John Cena.
You can't see me!
Triple H. Kane. The Miz. Brodus Clay. Santino. Sin Cara. AJ Lee. And Mr. McMahon.
Welcome to WrestleMania!
Team up with a dog.
Bring it!
Who puts the smack in SmackDown. Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery. Look for it on DVD, Blu-ray, or digital HD. Also look for these other Scooby-Doo mysteries.
Scooby-Doo! Scooby-Doo!
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
This bout is set for one fall. Introducing first from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 202 pounds, Cory Graves.
Well, folks, we are set for our main event. Cory Graves earlier tonight calling out Sami Zayn and then a ruthless attack on Yoshitatsu after scoring a count-out victory. Graves has finally accepted the challenge because the general manager, John Bradshaw Layfield, made this match.
But it was Graves' actions of calling out Sami Zayn that's placed him in the main event of this show and thus placed him in the spotlight where he wants to be.
I have a great new admiration for Cory Graves, the way he's orchestrated this entire match. I think it's genius.
He got exactly what he wanted.
Exactly.
The question is did he bite off more than he could chew?
Now we'll find out.
His opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 192 pounds, Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn at NXT ArRIVAL put on a match for the ages with Cesaro. It was billed Cesaro versus Zayn Part 4. And gentlemen, it lived up to the hype.
Well, when it came down to it, Sami Zayn just wanted the respect. The respect from Cesaro. But I promise you tonight, all Sami Zayn wants to do to Cory Graves is just shut his mouth.
Sami Zayn, not only the respect of Cesaro, but the respect of anybody that saw NXT ArRIVAL. What an incredible young man.
So we are ready for our main event, Sami Zayn versus Cory Graves. Earlier tonight, Cory Graves addressing Yoshitatsu had said that Sami Zayn, when was the last time Sami Zayn won a match? And he believes that the NXT Universe just wants heart. And he believes, Cory Graves, believes that he can defeat Cesaro.
Well, that's a great point made by Cory Graves. When was the last time?
Look, Cory Graves knew what he was doing. It's no secret that Sami Zayn wears his emotions on his sleeve. He can react sometimes, and sometimes it costs him. In this case, it could be a mistake for Zayn.
Graves going right after Sami Zayn. You have to imagine Sami Zayn still reeling from NXT ArRIVAL. We knew about that injured knee going into ArRIVAL. Cesaro went after that knee all night long. You got to wonder what kind of shape he's in, William.
And let's go back to my new admiration for Cory Graves.
Oh, Cory Graves, the cover and a kick out.
What is Cory Graves a specialist of? Leg submissions. Do you think this isn't all part of his plan? Well, I'm starting to wonder. I think it is.
It's right up his alley.
Yes. Make a name for yourself by beating the person who is incredibly popular at the moment. Make a name for yourself. If you beat Sami Zayn, your name is on the map.
Well, tonight is Cory Graves' first night on the WWE Network.
Tell you what, Graves, look at the way he's applying that. Look at the forearm right underneath the ear there. That's so painful.
Graves is all about chaos. You create chaos wherever you can, and then you revel in the results.
William, why do you believe that Cory Graves went after Sami Zayn? Why not Adrian Neville, a man he has a history with? Why Sami Zayn?
Okay.
Oh, shoulders down.
This
shoulders
is where
down again for Zayn.
This is just my opinion. Why go after Adrian Neville straight away? You know, if you're a smart competitor, that Bo Dallas is still going to be trying to get back at Adrian Neville. Why waste your time? Make a name for yourself with probably the next most talked about person on NXT, which would be Sami Zayn. That's the way I'm thinking anyway.
But yeah, think about it this way too. This match is just as important for Sami Zayn. Because quite frankly, yeah, he earned the respect of Cesaro, but he still came up short. So Sami Zayn needs a win here just as much as Graves.
Oh! It's the athleticism of Sami Zayn. Whoop, whoop. Oh! And this was the question. What would be the mindset of Sami Zayn? Would it be fired up? He looks like he's got all the adrenaline flowing now.
He's about to fly.
Zayn trying to jump outside the ring. No!
Maybe not.
And Cory Graves doing the smart thing and getting out of the way, but still Sami Zayn looking primed and ready to go.
Looks like Cory Graves is trying to bait Sami Zayn out of the ring again. He's obviously, well, obvious, but he seems like he has somewhat of a plan.
Well, it's much like what he did earlier tonight to Yoshitatsu. Oh, man. And using the ropes to his advantage, here it comes Graves on the attack.
Goes back to what I said earlier on tonight. Cory Graves operates on Cory Graves' time.
Looking for the win right here, and Zayn still in this match.
No wasted motion on any of those strikes there.
And looking, oh, face first goes Zayn. Can Graves put away Sami Zayn? Our main event continues here on NXT in Orlando.
WrestleMania is so much bigger, so much more exciting than the Super Bowl. This is the biggest night of the year.
It's just different than any other show. It's like a tangible electricity almost.
The emotion, the pageantry, the history.
The goal was to put on the greatest main event of all time.
History has been made!
Sometimes the best moments are those that are unexpected and unpredictable.
This is our main event here on NXT on the WWE Network. Cory Graves challenged by Sami Zayn. This match created by the general manager, John Bradshaw Layfield.
A beautifully applied Gator, Quarter Nelson submission hold there. I love such a sterling reputation with submissions to me when I see Cory Graves. I'm so impressed with the way he applies them. There's no wasted motion, the same with his strikes. He knows how to hurt somebody really well.
You still see that fight from Sami Zayn, the same fight we saw last week against Cesaro.
We've seen earlier tonight the new NXT Champion Adrian Neville was in action. Cory Graves has already been in action, and in his match, he called out Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn coming down to the ring to the aid of Yoshitatsu, the man that Cory Graves essentially attacked. Oh. And now Cory Graves looking to take down arguably the hottest superstar on NXT.
You can't underestimate how motivated Cory Graves is, how healthy, how hungry. He needs the exposure that he's getting right now, and he is capitalizing on it.
And looking to set up perhaps that lucky 13. Oh, man.
Now we know how damaged the knee.
Here's the cover, hook to the leg, and Sami Zayn still gets off the mat, but you can tell that that knee's bothering him, William.
Exactly, yes. We saw on NXT ArRIVAL the torture that was applied to that knee from Cesaro.
Cory Graves calls himself the Pearl of the Underground, the leader of the Filth Parade, and is a submission specialist here on NXT. That lucky 13 maneuver we saw earlier in the night nearly put Yoshitatsu out of action.
Do you know what I like? The way Cory Graves is wearing down Sami Zayn here. He knows that Sami Zayn's knee is injured. So he knows that he can't run very well, he can't run very far. And now he's working on the neck area. When you have two injured body parts, it's a lot easier to get the win.
Zayn trying to get back to his feet. Oh, man, slammed to the mat. Graves again looking to put away Zayn, and another kick out.
And what do you think about Sami Zayn? You think that doubt is starting to creep in now? You think that confidence is starting to dwindle away?
No, actually, I don't. One thing you should never question with Sami Zayn is his confidence. He doesn't doubt himself at all.
Sami Zayn was a desperate man going in NXT ArRIVAL. Hook to the leg again from Cory Graves. Unique cover and a kick out.
And I'm glad you said that. Sami Zayn was so desperate to beat Cesaro. Does he have that same desperation now?
I don't believe he was so desperate to beat him. As we mentioned during that broadcast, Sami Zayn wanted the respect of Cesaro.
No, he wanted to beat him because he knew that if he beat Cesaro, that would force Cesaro's hand in giving him the respect. That's what it was all about.
Well, you have to believe now that he has that respect of his peers here in the NXT locker room. Maybe there's a newfound confidence in him, William.
Like I said, I don't think there was ever a confidence problem. And I think there's never a showing of heart that we don't see out of Sami Zayn. He will fight until his last breath's gone.
Oh, man! Zayn trying to fight back here. Whoa! Wow. Oh, big backdrop.
There's the fight. There's the spirit of Zayn.
Cory Graves wanted this match. He wanted the spotlight, wanted to make a name for himself. Whoa!
Uh-oh. This is how you do it.
Sami got caught. Oh, what a backbreaker. Hook to the leg. Zayn could be done right here. No, he got the shoulder up.
Graves came here prepared. Graves came here ready to compete.
Cory Graves has dissected Sami Zayn.
Take a look one more time. I think Sami thought he was going to have Graves here. Graves outsmarting Sami Zayn, and watch this. The knee into the back of Zayn.
Zayn in a vulnerable position here. Going up top. Crossbody to Graves. This could do it for Cory Graves, and no, got the shoulder up.
Graves still holding on.
Don't waste your time asking the referee if it was a 3 count or not. I never understand when people do that. Just fight the man.
Valuable time here that's being wasted for Sami Zayn.
Zayn getting back to his feet, looking to set up. Oh, man!
What'd I tell you?
That shot caught Zayn right on the ear. And now an opening for Cory Graves. Can he lock in Lucky 13? No. Zayn.
Uh-oh.
Blue Thunder Bomb. Middle of the ring. Shoulders down. Cory Graves still in this match.
You have to wonder, does Sami Zayn have the strength in his arms, in his shoulders after the competition?
Oh! Tremendous impact off that Blue Thunder Bomb.
As I was saying, does Sami Zayn have the strength in his arm and his shoulders after that incredible beating that he took from Cesaro to be able to pin somebody?
Sami's looking for that 5th gear.
Zayn, oh man! And that left knee gets taken out. That was the injured knee going into ArRIVAL. Whoa, 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 Zayn! Zayn's got him rolled up, shoulders down, and a kick out.
Oh, wow.
Ooh! Sami going to the corner. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
he got caught again.
Counter by Graves. Looking for that backbreaker again. Shoulders down on Graves. Zayn did it.
Here is your winner, Sami Zayn.
Another well-earned victory for Sami Zayn there. Cory Graves came out here tonight with a plan. He wanted to make an example of Sami Zayn. He wasn't able to do that. What will that do to the mindset of Cory Graves?
Cory Graves thought this was going to be his night, and Sami Zayn just flipped the script on him.
Sami Zayn coming off one of the biggest matches of his career, looking great tonight.
Yeah, Graves thought he had him with this vicious backbreaker.
There were a couple times in this match we thought Cory Graves was going to make that big impact.
And this is where Cory Graves takes the knee out of Sami Zayn.
And if he had locked in Lucky 13, it could have been all over for Zayn.
Oh, one too many times to the well for Graves. This time Zayn was able to counter.
Cory Graves questioned earlier in the night, when was the last time Sami Zayn won a match? Zayn picking up the win here over Cory Graves in our main event of NXT.